over and get some points on the board. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Down. 60 outlaw.
56. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 32 on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Second and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm ready.
56, right there, 56. I got you. Check it backer.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Slam.
Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He's going to look deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go now. 70 Andy. 59. Mike to 59. It's our time. Hurry.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Last
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 37.
On first down, it's Haskins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Third down. Here's Haskins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The 46-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Go, go, go.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
56. Hey, ball here. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 to Mike. 55.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's it. Let's go now.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Yo, faster.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Haskins, open man, completes it to Butler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This one caught by Isabella. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 enters, they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Saquon Barkley running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Barkley running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Play 56, Mike, 56. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Go!
Again, it's Barkley, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. On second down now, Barkley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.